problem and now I think I am 58 and I'm just getting used to these contraptions. This is my first time up here. I've always wanted to do this, but thanks. Ever since I've been coming here for a few months, and I've always wanted to do comedy, and I saw that they had an open mic, so I always thought I should come up there, but I was lacking material. I always thought, I had the balls to get up there. Except, I said I was 58, so I've got, a hippity hop going on right now. But, you guys know how it is. I'm going to take a break right now to say I honestly had this working every single time except the time I got up here, so I'm not going to do this. I do have material. I've been meaning to get up here for a long time, but I don't really have that much material. I can tell jokes. I've told jokes a long time. I do have a pretty good monk joke. Want to hear a monk joke? So this guy, he wants to be a monk, and he goes to the monastery. And they take him to the abbot, and the guy goes, I want to be a monk. And the abbot goes, well, you have to take a vow of silence. And the guy goes, all right. So they take him to a cloister, and, I did miss something. I forgot to tell him. All right. So the abbot tells the guy, look, you can say 2 words every 10 years. So they take him to his cloister. He does his monk thing for 10 years. They take him back in front of the abbot, and the abbot goes, so what do you have to say? The guy goes, bed hard. The abbot goes, all right. They take him back to his cloister. He does another 10 years in his cloister, and they take him back in front of the abbot. The abbot says, so what do you have to say now? And the man says, food bad. The abbot says, all right. They take him back to his cloister. He does another 10 years. He comes back to the abbot, and the abbot says, what do you have to say now? The man says, I quit. The abbot says, I'm not surprised. I've done for 30 years at your plane.
Oh, really?
So, I had written a thing here. Sometimes the thing, okay, so I do have this thing. I have no idea how long this is. So, feel free to, do the thing. Some of this is going to come off a little emo, so don't worry about it. But I'm going to start reading from the things that I wrote. So I was writing a little bit over the weekend. And like I said, I've always wanted to come up here. And I felt like I was writing much better material in those moments. So I thought I would just take that material, bring it to the Tiger, put it out there, and this would be my first album. And then I could work on an act later, because this obviously isn't one. I don't write as much during the down times. It turns out I don't need to. Things percolate. The mania comes. Threads emerge and new possibilities await. Things change based on new information. Even though there are still budgetary constraints, we still have to make adjustments. We're all day to day with various somethings on this planet. You see, I liked that one. So we find ourselves going to a Halloween party with Cousinette's coat and hat and a pipe. Hopefully from the local shop that did me a favor. So then I wrote this fully baked, half-baked idea. And, quite frankly, I write these things in the morning on weekends when I'm a little high. And on Sunday morning, I started writing, and I thought, this stuff is getting really good. I'm going to go to my typewriter, type it down, and make it into a script. And as I was doing that, I gradually became less high. And I was typing and reading what I was typing, and it didn't seem like such a good idea anymore. So here we go. I'm going to do it anyway. Nanook of the South. Nanook is a Great Dane stranded in the middle of Antarctica as part of an elaborate betting contest. Billionaires bet on how far the poor animals will get and certain actions during the journey. The concept and game only had recently started. The first couple of dogs had never made it off the island. Nanook turns out to be really good at it. He figures out the ferry goes somewhere north. Somewhere, there is an enemy he senses. And then I wrote, Nanook may or may not be infused with some form of energy or spirit. Wow, that was good stuff. Nanook feels a malevolence of and a drawing toward a place he's never been. And an insatiable urge to destroy a very selfish, very rich reprobate he's never met. All right. Oh, that's the thing where I have to stop, right?
1 minute.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then I started bragging about my brain in here. I haven't written much about this brain, I don't think. It's a remarkable instrument. I always hope people don't think I'm bragging when I say this. It's like people who are blessed with anything. So now in parentheses I wrote, it occurred to me at this point my writing seemed to be getting better. I also have a pretty good critical eye if I'm going to do what I want to do for a living. It's almost as if you can get better at a thing by doing it a bunch of times. So that's what I want to do. I want to start doing this every week. I'm going to have material. I have no idea how to put together an act, but we'll work all of that stuff out. But meanwhile, you guys have been great. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad I got a chance to do it tonight. Thank you for your time.
Keep it going, Peninsula.